Hi, everybody. Mike Barry here. I'm the key account and OEM manager for Domino North America. Excited today to talk to you guys about our label case study, which we're focusing on a company called Orion Labels. Sorry, we couldn't all be in person this year. Looking forward to hopefully doing that next year. Before I get into our case study, I just want to give a very high level overview of who Domino is, who we are as a company, for those of you that might not be as familiar. Domino Digital Printing was founded in 1978, which provides us over 40 years of inkjet experience. Our North American headquarters is in Gurnee, Illinois, pictured on the left there. We're just outside the Chicagoland area, and our world headquarters is in Cambridge, UK. We're a company that's heavily invested in digital technology with a long history of innovation, very financially strong and stable. And as of June 2015, Domino became a group company of Brother Inkjet in Japan. So, getting into our case study now, I want to focus on a customer called Orion Labels. And I want to tell you about the journey that they took to invest in a CEI BossJet hybrid label press powered by Domino back in early 2019. I'm going to take you through the thought process they had before they acquired this piece of equipment, what challenges they were facing, and then in addition to what were the key items that were important to them in selecting a technology and why they specifically ended up with the CEI BossJet hybrid press powered by Domino. Orion is headquartered in Seymour, Wisconsin, in the Green Bay area. They were founded in 2003, started with basic flexo and converting equipment until they invested in the BossJet in early 2019. So now, nearly 2 years after they made that decision, we'll take you a little bit through what that journey was like. So if we can put ourselves, I know it seems like a decade ago, but put ourselves in the mindset back of 2018, look at some of the challenges Orion was facing before investing in this technology here. They were confronting things that were common to a lot of label converters before they invest in digital. Their run lengths were decreasing, the number of SKU counts were increasing. This was all leading to increasing the number of make readies they had to do, of job setups they had to do. And it was getting to a point where the time they were spending setting up jobs was starting to outweigh that time that they were actually running in production. They feared they were going to lose customers to competitors that had digital equipment because they knew they could offer better pricing. And also, Orion needed a new way to pick up some new business to add to their portfolio. So at that point, Orion really knew they needed to invest in digital printing technology. And they were left with really two key questions. One, most obviously, what was the right digital engine for them? What was the right technology, whether it was inkjet or toner? And then out of all those selections, what was the right company to work with? And then the second question they were posed with, which we'll spend a little time talking about today, is should they go with a hybrid press inline workflow, or should they go with more of a multiple step roll to roll workflow? So we're going to dive into all of those things today. But before I get into some of the specific reasons why, I want to turn it over to the Orion team to introduce themselves and talk a little bit about the solution they invested in.
So my name is Eric August. I am a partner here at Orion Labels in Seymour. We got started, like most people do, with basic flexo equipment, but realized that we were going to need to start doing something to differentiate ourselves from the competition that we have in this area. This is a hotbed for printers, so we really needed to do something. In walks Domino, in walks CEI.
What excites us about this machine is that it allows us to enter new markets in which we were unable to compete before. Now we can put it on the BossJet, run it, and shipped out to our customers.
So a big part of how we arose at this piece of equipment, we had a relationship with CEI. We also already had some Domino ancillary equipment in plant. Once we started comparing them to other digital engines that were out there, it was just a no-brainer for us. It's gotten to the point where people want to run this piece of equipment because it's new and it's exciting.
So now that you've heard a little bit from the team there on the solution they arrived at and some of the reasons why they arrived on that, I want to take a look specifically at some of the reasons why they chose the Domino N610i as the heart of their new asset. And really, the answer is simple. The reason that Orion chose the N610i is the same reasons that hundreds of customers all over the world choose Domino as the inkjet engine of choice. And some of these things were mentioned specifically to me when I had a chat with the team over at Orion Label. Of course, it's a highly productive machine. They raved about the consistent quality print results that come off of the digital engine. They specifically spoke to how sometimes if they're doing reworking jobs over the course of time, they don't have to worry about color matching or matching quality. The press simply works. They really enjoyed the fact that we have a simple operating model without a click charge, as some of the other technologies they were looking into. It fit more in line with what they were used to doing with the consumable based model on Flexo. They really liked that the machine is very automated, provides a platform that really reduces the waste and the labor required to run it. The inks on the white provide a very high opacity, and the rest of the inks, of course, have high durability with the ability to expanded gamut to hit a wide range of the Pantone library. And most importantly, Orion enjoyed that we have over 200 installations globally, a really tried and true solution that's been proven in the marketplace that has high reliability. So, taking a look at the other question on why hybrid, why did Orion go with a hybrid device over a traditional roll to roll workflow? We're due to a couple key reasons here. So, first of all, a hybrid press provided Orion a single pass production solution, leverages the advantage of digital printing and the flexibility of a traditional Flexo press. This was the workflow they were most used to working with coming from Flexo, and what they saw provided them the greatest flexibility to meet their customer demands. Also, this unique combination of digital printing with traditional Flexo and converting elements helped them open the door to even new opportunities and the ability to win more business, which one of the key goals that they set out with at the beginning of this project. The hybrid press also allowed Orion to transition more work to digital from their Flexo asset, which continued to cut down on plate usage and other high costs associated with Flexo production. And lastly, they wanted a hybrid press because it saved them costs in other areas such as work in process inventory, reduced labor compared to either multi-step processes with roll to roll with offline finishing, and of course what they're doing now, which is a Flexo process with long setup times for these short runs. So all these savings and all these reasons were some of the core reasons why Orion chose a hybrid press for their platform. So what I want to do is turn it back over to Eric, August, and the rest of the Orion team to hear a little more about the solution they chose and start talking about what it's done for their business since they've invested.
CEI BossJet, powered by Domino. Web cleaner, throwing and treating. Flexo station for printing, priming, and tinting. Turnover bar for two-side printing. 7-color Domino print engine. 2 more full Flexo stations. Hot and cold foil stamping. Laminating, full web inspection, full rotary die cutting, operator command center, everything we need to get it done for our customer.
We've noticed a definite difference to our bottom line because of the Domino and because of the CEI equipment. We're running things in a much more efficient way, we're running things in a much more cost-conscious way. Obviously, without the addition of plates, without the addition of make-readies, cleanups, those types of things, we're realizing some real hard cost savings on the bottom line. That's a huge thing for our customers.
We have a customer that has 300 SKUs. What normally would have taken perhaps 3 days to run took less than a shift. Just think of that. Think of having something that would take 3 days and take you less than 8 hours.
We've got some spirits labels that we're doing where we've got a multicolor scheme going on, which means, okay, we don't want to really print this with 8 or 9 or 10 plates. We'd like to get all these colors off through the Domino. On top of that, they wanted a really rough textured coating over the top of these particular labels. We were able to come up with a really heavy textured surface that they just fell in love with. And that's a product that's out in the marketplace now. This gives us an opportunity on some of those small specialty runs to do some really creative decorating for those folks. And certainly they have a true appreciation for what we can get off of this piece of equipment. And depending on the amount of SKUs they have, we may save them hundreds of dollars, we may save them thousands of dollars.
So why did Orion choose the CEI BossJet powered by Domino? Well, you heard it directly from them. Some great advantages, provides them a top class production inkjet solution to deliver for their customers. The inline hybrid workflow of the machine allowed them to transition even more work from Flexo to digital, saving them lots of costs and their customers' costs. Flexibility of the digital engine and the hybrid converting elements together gave them new tools to win new business. And these are some of the core reasons why Orion chose the CEI BossJet powered by Domino. Now, recently, I had the opportunity to have another phone call with Johnny August to get even more recent of an update on how things have been now nearly 2 years after their solution, and what was some additional insight he can provide, whether for what it's done for their business. And he left me with this really great line. It speaks power to what this device has done for them. So speaking to jobs that they transitioned to digital from Flexo, you're saying their profit margin has increased 2 to 5 times on those jobs alone. And in addition, they've added a substantial amount of new business thanks specifically to this piece of equipment that they invested in. So this really just shows that the Domino is a money-making machine. Hybrid provides some unique advantages. But I want to hear a little more from Johnny and the rest of the Orion management team on the impact the press has had, to their operators and to the rest of their business.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to see how our operators have taken to this machine. It made their jobs easier, and they're running them in a fraction of the time. And it's really exciting to see where technology is leading us.
We've transitioned into a piece of equipment that salespeople are no longer frustrated because we have this capability now. We're just getting started with it, and the capability gives us the quality that we're looking for, and we give the customer the best solution.
We ask ourselves 2 questions. Is it good for Orion Label, and is it good for the customer? If the answer is yes, we go. We really think that this is what's going to take us to the next level. We truly believe that this is the way to go. We're poised for greatness.
So in summary, the CEI BossJet powered by Domino has given Orion Labels the press platform they need to win more business and to reduce their production costs. The Domino engine within the unit provides them high quality and consistent output to meet their customer demands. You can hear directly from the team how excited they are to have a more financially stable platform, as well as the ability to do more unique labels and enter more unique markets that they weren't into before, thanks to this piece of equipment. I hope you enjoyed this case study and learned a little about Orion's journey to help affect your own. Now, no matter what your business needs are, Domino has the options for you. We have got roll-to-roll devices, we have roll-to-inline, nearline devices, and of course, we've got full hybrid devices like the BossJet we talked about today. In addition, we work with some of the best partners in the industry to create even more variations of hybrid devices from a multitude of different partners pictured on the screen there. I wanted to also briefly mention Domino's newest technology, the Domino N730i, based on our Generation 7 technology, which includes our new BitStar printhead, which is capable of 1200 DPI output. That and some other unique innovations of this press is going to be the newest asset and newest item to the Domino portfolio and the Domino family. So I invite you to check that out. It will be available in roll-to-roll and hybrid platforms, just as our N610i is today. I'd also be remiss if I didn't briefly mention our K600 platform, which is our tried and true platform based on the same core inkjet technology that's in our color engines, but for monochrome application. This adds high-speed variable data elements in single or dual bar applications configured on Flexo lines and other converting equipment to provide variable data in widths from 4 inches upwards of 30 inches. And lastly, for those of you involved in the growing corrugated segment, I invite you to check out the Domino X30i corrugated single pass inkjet machine. So if you'd like to learn any more about the solutions I discussed today, or you want to see the full video from Orion Labels or any of our other case study videos available online from our customers throughout the world, I invite you to our social media platforms, our YouTube channel. You can also check out our exhibitor page in the Digital Packaging Summit platform. I've added my contact information on top there. If you have any specific questions you'd like to reach out to me, please feel free. I look forward to the conversation. And with that, I thank you for your time. Hope you learned a lot and look forward to seeing you all next year.